In this man's toilet, these are droppings from a Norway sewer rat. Oh, look at that. And we have days to figure out how they are getting in and to stop them. For months, rats have been clawing their way through the pipes up into their toilet bowl to drink the water. And the homeowner had no idea what was lurking below them as they sat down for some relaxation time. We're going to be crawling through muck in extremely tight spaces and reaching our hands into these dark holes at the threat of getting bit. All to make sure our clients get the peace of mind they deserve. These homeowners have been struggling for months, and we are their last resort. Is it pretty aggressive or pretty active?
It chewed through here, so
oh yeah.
had a guy come over and patch that, and so I've cut holes and put glue traps. Over here too, it chewed through. So what I did is just put a wire mesh in, and to hold it in place, I put a bunch of the pest control foam. One night she called me in and chewed a hole like that big.
Oh,
and she was terrified it was gonna come through. So it doesn't seem to be in this is like an add-on.
Where's the bathroom?
Right here.
Ken has hired multiple people to go in. The last one replaced all the insulation and was supposed to do all of the rodent exclusion work, but the rats continue to come in. I wonder if anybody's done the sniff test. Wait, where's the vents?
They've been kidnapped.
Okay, they're right here. Not quite concerned with 1.5 vents. It's very rare that they come up, but it's these larger vents right here, especially these plastic ones. Let's do a sniff check. Oh, 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 God, you guys. I can't even describe the smell. Now I'm not going to be able to eat breakfast.
I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, God. Oh, this is horrible. This is not going to work. It's a big opening right here that you can just slide right in. All right, so you can see the brand new insulation here, you guys. Pumping smoke now. This is that line that I was smelling up on the roof here. Yeah, we got smoke? Where? Okay, I'm coming.
That was fast.
Oh yeah, big smoke there. And there's the chew mark. Chewed up pipe. Man, they even chewed the wood to get into this space here. Unbelievable. So my nose was right. That ceiling space has got to get clean. We're gonna go ahead and open up just outside that closet area there and see if we could see any nesting material or any active rats. He looks like he put a camera and a glue board up there, and he says he thinks he caught one. So let's verify that. We're gonna grab some enzyme, and then I'm gonna grab a new mask so I could take a peek in that new hole that we're making here. Okay, so we opened up here, and then you can see all the rodent droppings in there. Nesty material. Scale of 1 to 10, guys. 10 being the worst. How would you rate this smell?
9.5.
Okay, what about you, Thompson? 10, me too. Hey, Ken, found it.
Oh, look at that! Right through the
wood and the pipe first, and then right through the wood.
Holy sh!
Watch your profanity.
They always come from underneath the city sewer, and then think about it. From down here, they're crawling up
through
and strategically chewing right there. That is what I can't figure out.
Oh my! How do they know?
How do they know to stop right there? Okay, so Ken's decided to move forward on the repairs and a sewer blocker. Just because the sewer rats have been so aggressive chewing right through, I told him there is about a 20-30% chance they're gonna come back in and chew in another area. He doesn't want that for his tenant. We're gonna do both of those. So let's start with opening up this wall to get access to that 3-inch pipe. See where it comes up out of the ground then at 90s?
Yeah.
We'll put a backflow right there, right up against that 90.
Pretty tight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got this section of pipe cut. Let's see how much rat grease is collected on there. You can see right over here. See all that yellowy brown compared to this side? This side's more yellow. All right, while the guys are getting the plumbing done, we're literally 7 minutes away to another rat job. These rats are taking over, guys. Hard to keep up, but let's go find out what's going on over here too. Hey, David.
I'm David. You're David.
It's a good name.
It's nice to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you, man. Yeah,
Come on
thanks
in.
for having us. Got activity underneath the kitchen here. Oh yeah, there's rats.
First time I noticed it like a week ago, I heard some scratching sounds.
In this area?
Actually, it's from like back here.
Oh,
And so
okay.
I thought maybe it had something to do with like, because I think there's a flap on top of the vent and it was bent
Right.
around. I couldn't find anything, and then a couple days ago, I noticed the droppings. That's when I reached out.
Okay. Kitchen's right here, right?
Yes.
Okay. This must be the kitchen vent. Smells clean. Look at this. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. Wide open right there into the attic. Not only for rodents to get in, but all the rainwater hitting that stucco, rolling, and then rolling right into your attic or walls. No bueno.
I'm just checking it out right now. It looks pretty good.
Pretty sealed up?
Yeah.
Okay. Go by the kitchen area, which is to the left. That's where he's getting a lot of activity. They're coming up to the kitchen cabinets. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set up a rat trap underneath this kitchen. So we're gonna mount our Wi-Fi camera to monitor this rat trap here. We'll temporarily seal off around the areas that we found. See if we can catch something and monitor how aggressive these rats are underneath this kitchen. Okay, so this got all fixed here. Went ahead and screened this off so we isolate the rat from the attic area. Huh?
Is it on there good?
Yeah, you did really good. It's probably the best backflow modification in the country. Okay, how we doing, buddy?
I got it from here, Dave.
I told you would fit. Will the Craftsman vacuum suck a rat out of the ceiling? Let's find out. Dave's getting it all set up here. Oh, look at this, you guys. Nice and secure. There's only one way out, and that's the twins rat vac. It's gonna come right here for the bait. The sensor's gonna pick them up and then suck them right in to the shop vac.
Will I hear him in there if I come over here? Will I hear him?
For a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for a little bit.
This should be interesting.
Day 2.
24 hours later, apparently the vacuum went off. So the question is there 1, 2, 3, none? Let's go in and check it out. You know what? I don't think we should even include this in part of the video, right?
Oh, ye of little faith.
It's exciting. Here we go. Okay, go. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, he smells good. Yeah, he does. Nice catch, Jimmy. Yes, I love it. If you're wondering about that second job I went to, that's where we're headed right now with my uglier half twin brother.
That was harsh.
All right, so it's been interesting. You know how I set up that camera underneath this kitchen? I've been monitoring, and I did warn him. I said, look, I know you don't want to do the smoke testing right now. Let's seal up those entry points. I'm gonna monitor, and I'll be able to tell with the rat's physiology if they're gonna take my bait or not. They didn't. They're just sticking their kind of head in there, and they're just kind of looking around. That tells me that they're sewer rats. So we're headed back right now to do that smoke test and see if they are in fact coming from the city sewer. That's why I said he's the uglier one. Looks like a rat on crack. So we pulled this cap off right here, and we noticed rats chewing through this area here. And then I noticed some little rat hairs in the bottom of the pipe here. All right, so we got the crew here ready to do a smoke test. I think that's gonna be the kitchen over there, Jim. I know, but hit the kitchen first and I'll go in there. Oh yeah, look at this. We've got smoke.
We're smoking.
Anything, Thompson? No? I'm gonna try to pull the smoke out over here, so just hang tight.
Something is afoot with this whole affair.
Okay, can you hear this? Oh, this is the kitchen? There's no way.
Hey, Dave, we're right underneath the kitchen area.
That's freaking weird, bro. There's no way. All right, this is starting to feel like it's the most complicated job we've ever been to. Things are not just lining up the way I'm thinking. It's a simple one-story house, attic space, crawl space, and we can't figure it out. So this pipe that I tapped is the kitchen. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna move the smoke over to here. Okay, I got smoke coming down that kitchen vent. Come on. Come on. Hey. There.
Did you do nothing?
Hey, Jimmy, I found a clean out front, so we'll have to block it off. Oh, all right, so I have to makeshift get a vacuum hose with this rag right here. See if I can push this down past. There we go. Block off the sewer so we can have higher concentrations of smoke. Yeah, now we're getting a lot more smoke now that we've blocked that off, guys. Look at this. Let's cap this off. And we'll go back up on the roof. Should be any second now. I don't know if you guys are getting anything now, but we're smoking.
One of you guys want to go inside the kitchen area?
There's droppings in the toilet bowl?
Yeah, that bowl's never been dry, ever. And then, just as doing the sink.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
That's odd.
This is that stack right here. Hey, Jimmy.
That's
Yeah,
never
oh, and there-
before. It was never.
And there's rat grease right here on the toilet bowl.
Oh my God, they're just hanging out up here.
Hey, Jimmy, can you hear this toilet right here, brother? There's rat droppings inside the bottom of the bowl. And there's rat grease all over the seat here.
Is that behind the kitchen?
10-4. Right now we have smoke in that toilet vent. Probably need a little dish of water.
Sure.
Because we'll end up getting smoke coming out of the, yeah. Okay, Jim, we're pumping smoke in that affected toilet.
My flashlight's dead.
Shoot.
The worst timing I could ever imagine.
Jim, I'm letting that smoke machine cool down and then I'll pump smoke. Oh, you know what? It's a clean out right there. Bring my tool bag right here. Yeah, so we took some rodent droppings right there. And you can see the chew marks right here. Pretty aggressive. There's a 3-inch pipe right here by the bathroom, Jim, that dives underground, and then it's more than likely gonna connect to the underground sewer pipe outside. That's why you're not seeing anything. I pulled the clean out plug off and there's chew marks, and then I see a little bit of rat dropping. We'll focus here and find out how they're getting in, and then once we seal it up, then it's kitchen's irrelevant.
We have a lead.
So what was happening, Dave, they were coming up the pipe and they were drinking that water. That's why your bowl is dry. Because you've never had
that bowl, even like it's 110 out here for like, the summer.
Never evaporated or anything. Yeah, yeah.
It might got low, but it never dried out.
How long has it been since you've used that bathroom?
Maybe a month and a half.
Month and a half, okay. There's the clean out there, that bright spot right there. And then right there. See that little hole right there? That leads into the wall. It's more than likely uncapped. So that's the entrance point to the kitchen and crawl space and the toilet area. You'll see Jimmy's fingers right there. There's Jimmy's fingers. Hi, Jimmy. Hello. This is a moment where you, as the homeowner, have to ask yourself, is it worth the expense tearing up the bathroom to repair that opening? Because there is a possibility that you're going to get some sewer gases, although he's been here for 23 years, never smelled any sewer gas. Or do you just put the money into putting in a backflow rodent blocker device right here, and that'll end his rodent issue for good? So do you just do that? Do you do both? That's always an option that I provide my homeowners. Some people have the budget, some people don't. So that's something that David here is going to have to make a decision on. In the meantime, we're going to continue sealing up the other areas. All right, let's go check with Jimmy. He's got a camera. Anything, Jimmy?
So there's a hole in the footing.
Towards that toilet, right?
Yep, towards the toilet, and it leads right underneath this kitchen cabinet. Yep, there's the entry point right there.
So that's the opening right there where that other where the bathroom is. And this is how they're getting into the kitchen cabinet.
You found it.
There's my signature sewer rat catch. Look at that, I love this right here. Okay, so we put a box over it, cover it so dirt doesn't get into the hole. Ready for some rat catching.
All right, so we're going to use some of the Twinzyme. Gonna decontaminate this toilet here. All right, as a final step, we're gonna go ahead and leave some of our enzyme soaking in the bowl. There's the after. You guys done?
Yes.
100%?
Yes.
Do you know why I grabbed this little white epoxy?
Yeah, put it
right here. This little hole, you guys. Yeah. Can't miss. Yeah, see how attention to detail? Look at that. Smooth it out a little bit. We'll do this side over here. See that little gap there? Just shove that in there like this. Yeah, it'll dry like metal. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and set up a monitoring camera just so we can see the activity, if there's a lot of juveniles, and how many rats are coming in and out of this particular sewer line. So we'll be able to monitor overnight here.
Day 3.
All right, guys, we definitely had some activity, but they didn't hit that trap. So Raul's here now, he's in the ground, and we're starting to put in that backflow device. So let's go check that out. We didn't get a rat, huh?
No rat.
So rats came up through the toilet yesterday.
Yeah. Even though that enzyme was still in there and the lid was down.
They came up on the kitchen counters.
Correct.
So the bread was there?
Correct.
Okay.
And then it slipped my mind this morning. It says, have a sleep when I got out of bed. I had an empty soda can here, and I saw it on the ground. I was like, oh, I must have knocked it over, but I didn't. But obviously the critter knocked it over.
All right, so we inserted a camera on top of the bowl here, so we'll see if we get any action here this evening, especially with that check valve being installed. Here's the bread that they chewed. Oh, they went for Dave's bread. Look at that, they went for Dave's bread. All right, we're doing a flush test.
Yeah, we put
All right, no leaks. All right, so you can see that the check valve is in. We've got those rats, hopefully are still underneath there where we can set those traps. And then we set that monitoring camera in the toilet bowl. Let's see if we get some action.
Day 4.
We got something underneath that sink.
It was so loud.
Was it loud?
Yeah. I think that was the guy that I saw yesterday because he's so big.
That was a beautiful catch. Now, that just shows you guys how a variety of bait is critical. When they're not hitting something, change it up. And that just proved to you right there that they were used to that Dave's bread. So that's what we baited, and that's what worked. 24 hours later, we got the second one, and I think it's the final one. So let's get in there. It's a rainy day today. Dave's waiting for us to get underneath that sink and pull that other rat out. Check out the footage, guys. Epic, epic video. Got the second one, huh?
Got the second one.
Nice.
I can't believe how big he is, too. I think he's bigger than the first guy.
Okay, we went ahead and rebaited, but I believe this is the last one, but we're gonna monitor for the next 48 to 72 hours. That's what I love about our twin hoods, guys, and those hoods with the teeth. If you notice in the video, he had the strength and the power to pull out of that kill bar, but with our teeth, it literally doesn't allow that to happen. So it's been a game changer along with the tugger. He went in there for that bread that I shoved in that bait tugger, didn't stand a chance. So we're gonna monitor this, but I think it's a wrap, guys. I think we're waiting for Dave's rat dance. Well, guys, it's a wrap. We're here with Dave. It's been 3 weeks since we monitored. We got those 2 wraps. He has had no more activity. Let's go get our cameras, get our bait station, get those for the next job, but it's a wrap. This deserves the rat dance. Here we go.